And now they got everybody looking at the NFL. So they let him walk across. He walks across the field like an owner, and he owns nothing. He's the best, probably the.
Yo, Dave is a demon, yo. Yo, Dave, why you clowning Ho like this, Dave? Why, Dave?
Lowest paid employee out there.
Lowest paid employee out there. Nah, Dave is disrespectful, bro. Yo, Dave. Yo, I told you, Dave, you gotta keep it light, bro. You getting too heavy on it. You know what I mean? Hove is not gonna, he's gonna Jaguar right you. He's gonna silence you, my boy. He's gonna hit you with them. Now, if you guys don't already know, Dame Dash has been going on these interviews for quite a while now. But ever since that Jay-Z went ahead and not mentioned him by name, because Dame Dash is coming out to say that Jay-Z mentioned him out by name, where Jay-Z never mentioned Dame Dash by name. I don't know where Dame Dash heard that Jay-Z mentioned him out by name, but he has came out to say, you know, like Jay-Z called me out by my name, which is not true. And he's been going now on these interviews again, kind of expressing himself to be kind of upset because Jay-Z called them out. You know what I mean? He's mad because Jay-Z took some time out of his time to call him out. Dame, you must be super happy that Jay-Z called you out. I guarantee the price for your interviews went up ever since Jay-Z talked about your teeth falling out on that Roots picnic stage. Let's be honest. I guarantee you that ever since that Jay-Z mentioned your name, you've been getting way more phone calls. Come on. Let's be honest, you know what I mean? So, yeah, he's been yapping his yap, you know what I mean? Acting like he's mad, but of course, this is all content. So, all right, let me get to the first one. We get to the first two interviews. We did watch the other two that dropped on Cap Capone News, but we can get into these new ones. All right, on this one right here, he's also talking about, on this one that I'm going to play first, he's also talking about Charlemagne. He's going in on Charlemagne. He's mad at Charlemagne because Charlemagne, you know what I mean, he didn't fact correct some things. Let's get into it.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot for me to organize, a lot of things happening. The real estate is taking up a lot. But we're doing so many things, I couldn't tell you everything at one time. So at this point, I'll just answer your questions. Because I did talk a lot, if you're even still there, because I haven't said anything in a while.
I'm here for sure, Dame.
I gave you some clip. I gave you some nice clipping stuff.
Off your chest.
You said I gave you some nice clipping stuff.
That's not everything. That's just this vertical. It's like therapy, right? I love it. You know what else is pissing me off? That Charlemagne did all that shit on the radio, and when I made the announcement, or when BET made the announcement, the Breakfast Club called BET. And then they verified it, and then they did not make an announcement.
Wait, hold on. So, and what was this about?
This is about
your
Dame's show that he's talking about.
Yeah, the OG stories that I said I was doing, and then they said I wasn't. So when we made the announcement.
They tried to verify it through BET, got it verified, and then didn't report the story.
Nope.
But they were going to report it if it was fake.
Exactly.
Damn. That's dirty.
They did dirty. What y'all think?
And when I asked BET, yo, the Breakfast Club, Hot 97, they don't want any interviews. They won't do any press. They've all declined. This is what BET told me. Right now, I'm in the algorithm heavy. Who would not want to interview me?
He said I'm in the algorithm
heavy. You
have
a fiduciary unwritten law.
Exactly, Dame. You're in the algorithm heavy because Jay-Z mentioned you in that Roots picnic stage, and you've been buzzing lately. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why you're in the algorithm heavy is because you've been talking about Jay-Z. Talking about he got cinnamon doo-doo breath.
Obligation to do what's in the best interest of the business, not personal. So if they're doing that, might be a cause of action there.
It's personal, for sure. Let me ask
it's
you
also
something.
Also illegal, allegedly.
Yeah.
But I would like someone, because, Charlemagne, or any one of y'all that's up there, How come you haven't said one word about OG stories? Just like you didn't say one word about Farrakhan's birthday. They only report devil news.
Devil
allegedly.
news.
They never report godly things when people like us, good people, are doing well. But if someone is accused of being the devil, like Jay-Z, and I just said your name, I'm calling you out.
Oh,
say
shoot.
something. That's not talking about somebody. I'm talking to you in front of everybody. I'm punking you. So what I'm saying is,
hold on. Let's run that back a little bit. Damn, what?
Or any one of y'all that's up there, how come you haven't said one word about OG stories? Just like you didn't say one word about Farrakhan's birthday. They only report devil news, allegedly. They never report godly things when people like us, good people, are doing well. But if someone is accused of being the devil, like Jay-Z, and I just said your name, I'm calling you out. Say something. That's not talking about somebody. I'm talking to you in front of everybody. I'm punking you. So what I'm saying is, if Jay's been accused of stuff, but automatically every time you could clip it up and go back, he always jumps out and fixes it. He's a fixer.
He's a fixer.
Allegedly, just based on what I see. Just look at it. Why is it every time, down to that stupid rap, everything he says, I'm sure, I want to see how he's going to clean up Jay trying to sell Reasonable Doubt in Target and getting boycotted. Like, why wouldn't you do that? So when I put out Black Rock, pause. And by the way,
let me break down that story for him, Dame, for the people who might not know. So Jay-Z is re-releasing Reasonable Doubt.
Now that I don't own any of it.
Dave is heartbroken, bro.
Now that you don't own it, and I believe it's
By the way, Dame Dash had to sell his share of Reasonable Doubt to pay back someone that sued him, if you guys don't know.
Well, 30-year anniversary, and he's going to put it in Target. Now, he's getting backlash because recently Target pulled back their DEI programs.
That means there were programs where they gave real estate to black people, no matter what. When Trump got in office, certain people were allowed to say, we don't have to hire no more. And he's back with them. It's the same thing with the Barkley. Y'all thought he owned it, but he just, allegedly made it okay for everyone to kick Brooklyn native black people out.
No,
and then he just walked away. Let me ask you, when do you get to walk away from a team without selling your equity in it? How does that just happen? No one even wonders. And now they got everybody looking at the NFL, so they let him walk across. He walks across the field like an owner, and he owns nothing. He's the best, probably the...
Yo, Dave is a demon, yo. Yo, Dave, why you clowning Ho like this, Dave? Why, Dave?
Lowest paid employee out there.
Lowest paid employee out there. Nah, Dave is disrespectful, bro. Yo, Dave. Yo, I told you, Dave, you gotta keep it light, bro. You getting too heavy on it. You know what I mean? Hove is not gonna, he's gonna Jaguar right you. He's gonna Jaguar. He's gonna silence you, my boy. He's gonna hit you with them.
But because they let him pretend it's his, he acts like it is.
They let him pretend like it's his.
And then for that, they pat him on his back and give him a check. And y'all don't say shit about it. He did the same thing with Cristal. Don't drink Cristal. Let's drink whatever champagne, and then goes and sells it to a white man. I don't get how y'all so gullible. Y'all stupid. And you know why? Because everyone that's just like, that's devil worship to me, allegedly.
Now, I don't know what's up with Dame. Like, does Dame want to get like in a ring with Jay-Z? Like, what's up with Dame, bro? Like, I get it, But Dame also, I told you, you know, Dame got to keep it light. If Dame don't keep it light, Jay-Z's going to silence him. Just, keep mentioning Jay-Z, but don't go the Kanye route. You know what I mean? Don't go too heavy on it. Because once you start going too heavy on it, hey, gonna be a problem. And then you're not gonna be able to even go on these interviews and say nothing. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to tell the interviewee way before the interview start, like, yo, don't even say that man's name. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep it light, you know what I mean? Yeah, play with it, you know what I mean? Obviously, Jay-Z threw you an alley-oop, bro. He threw you an alley-oop, you know, like, you gotta take the ball right now, Dame Dash, and you gotta dribble your way around the court. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be able to dunk it. We know you ain't gonna be able to dunk, Dame. We know you ain't gonna be able to dunk, but you could dribble. You could dribble around the court for a little bit with that ball, you know what I mean? And make it happen. Make happen whatever you can make happen out of the situation. But at the end of the day, my boy, I think that, you know, just chill with the calling Jay-Z, talking about you got doo-doo breath, bro. You're going a little too far with that. You're going a little too far with that. Talking about that man used to. It is funny, though. It is, but that's the problem. It's funny. Jay-Z ain't gonna like that type of stuff, man. You can't be out here making a song. Like, this man got a whole song saying cinnamon breath doo-doo P.U. Like, yo, Dame Dash, you're wild. And then at that, you're calling Jay-Z out saying that you're a better rapper than him. Yeah, you gotta chill out, my boy. Let's get into this second segment. Shout out to Cam Capone. Make sure y'all like the content if y'all go to his page and watch these videos, man.
Now, you gotta keep that stupid ass afro.
Oh.
And now you got to keep that stupid ass afro. Either way, I got distracted. So we made a hit record, a fun one, because no one else is entertaining me. It's called It's Too Basic, AKA Cheap Teeth, AKA Cinnamon Doodoo. Period. And I know it's going to trigger people. And if you're dumb.
Yo, this shit crazy, bro. And you know what people were saying in my comments? It was like, yo, you know, Dame Dash was one of those guys that he was respected back in the day. You know, people used to respect Dame Dash. Now he's a joke, bro. Like, dang, man. Like, this is what it's come down to.
Entertaining me. It's called It's Too Basic, AKA Cheap Teeth, AKA Cinnamon Doodoo. Period. And I know it's going to trigger people. And if you're dumb enough to take it serious and not enjoy it and be like, oh, Dame's rapping, blah, blah, blah. Cam's so stupid, Fredo, that he gets on my Instagram. He's like, oh, this is embarrassing. Yo, Fredo, throwing you around. Whether that's a skit or not, that's embarrassing. Letting them throw you around with your legs dangling and all that shit. I don't know if that was real, but I wouldn't even play like that. That's embarrassing. No one's throwing me around. No one's picking me up, smacking me around. What deal did you sign where it's cool to get beat up, whether it's a skit or not, because you always get beat up? In Honor Up, the scene was a killed your sister and you was in jail with him and you didn't even know how to act. You acted like, oh, that's okay, and walked out. All of us was like, oh, he's soft. Pause. He's soft. This nigga don't even know how to act tough when a nigga kills his sister, snitches on him, and gets in the jail cell. He's still cool. Anyway, so I want y'all to enjoy my creative musical vertical. I made the first record on the from the Catskills CEO Country Club, and also I'm really so check that out. I don't know if y'all want to premiere it or whatever, but I gave a little sample. But also in the same time, I have a TV show coming out, a TV show, OG Stories, first season, My Paid in Full. So if we rewind to when we were at the Breakfast Club and everyone was making these announcements that Cameron and 50 were doing Paid in Full. Maybe he'll, because I'm calling them out now, go to Eminem and ask someone.
He's basically calling out Cameron and 50 Cent in this part right here because I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple months ago, well, I think it was a little bit more than a couple months ago, about a year ago probably, Cameron and 50 Cent were trolling Dame Dash. And they kind of posted a picture together. Not kind of, they posted a picture of them together and like announced that they were going to be working on Paid in Full, the new Paid in Full, you know what I mean?
Want to give them some money to act like they're starting it, but I don't see nothing. They've been quiet. If you have to wear a stupid suit and put on big teeth every day, and show up and get thrown around by wrestlers.
What's up with Dame Dash and Cameron's obsession with Cameron's teeth? I don't get it. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's no, like, I seen Cameron's teeth. Like, I don't know about teeth. Pause. Like, I ain't checking nobody's teeth out like that. But what is teeth? Like, is it true? Is it his teeth are too big? I don't get what Dame talking about. Like, and I also don't get how Dame is the person to be talking about anybody's teeth, bro. Like, his fell out. Like, Cameron ain't dropped his teeth a day in his life. You know, and does Cam even have implants? Like, are those Cam's teeth? Like, I don't even know.
How do you have time to produce? I don't see you making any paid in full anything. But I already have the docuseries coming out on BET, distributed by Paramount, tomorrow.
Okay.
Where's your motion? All I've seen you do, I've just seen your legs dangle.
Oh, shoot.
Now you let your legs dangle. You're a dangler. Pause. Don't ever let a man make your legs dangle, pick you up and throw you around. Whether you playing or not. Don't be the victim. But now you're going to be the victim because we're publicly going to show who's more creative and who's going to have a more wealthy life. Because sitting in a room is not wealthy to me. Not helping anybody is not healthy. Smelling Larry, nasty ass breath.
Larry was nasty ass. What's up with Dave and people?
You don't want to be in the room because you know Larry's not healthy.
Oh, shoot.
Allegedly. And all y'all do is gossip now. But I'm out actually, I don't do podcasts for a living.
Nah, but what's wrong with that, Dame Dash? You don't do podcasts for a living, but you are picking up a bag from all these podcasts that you're doing. Like, this is the thing. Dame always tries to down. Only what Dame does is cool. I hate people like that, bro. I hate people like Dame, bro. Dame be the guy that he be driving whatever he driving. Man, this is the flyest car out. Yo, I got a Benz. Shit trash. I got a Beamer. Shit trash. Meanwhile, Dame's driving a fucking regular ass Cadillac. This is the most lit car. I hate people like Dame, bro. I really do.
I do them when I feel like it. It's not
when I feel like it. Like, Dame, you're always like, Dame, stop acting like you control everything. Like, Dame acts like he walks around with a remote and he just controls everything from like, yo, bro, you don't control everything, brother. You don't control everything, my brother. Like, you have to be at an interview at a time that the interviewee tells you that they might work around your time a little bit, but you don't control everything, my guy.
My business model. So, my paid in full, first season, OG Stories on BET, and don't think it's gonna stop. I'm out here right now with Billy from Indy. I'm doing their paid in full. I'm out here right now with Dennis from Detroit that makes movies, and we got Ben and Chuck, and they're paid in full.
He's taking shots at 50 right here. Y'all gotta watch out. Dame Dash be in these interviews. Y'all remember when Dame Dash was going on the interviews, and I think he was because he's always going on these interview like runs and stuff. But he went on the Breakfast Club, and I think it was he was saying muddy the waters, because when you send cease and desist, it muddies the water. But he was saying muddies the water because he was going through a whole situation with the guy that was suing him for copyright infringement, which we could look it up. Watch. I forgot. It's called Muddy something. I'll tell y'all right now. Josh Weber, right? Josh Weber was a director that sued Dame Dash. This is why Dame Dash had to sell literally his percentage of Reasonable Doubt for him to be able to pay this guy. You know what I mean? And this guy's company is called Muddy Water Pictures. So in the time, Dame Dash was like, oh, that's why he was saying like, it muddies the water. He kept using that phrase, but I couldn't catch on to it until later on. Now, lately, he's been using, he doesn't say 50 Cent, but he'll say like yeah, I'm working with this guy that he's done this 50 times. And he'll come back and say he does this 50 times. But low key, if you listen to what he's saying and you listen to him saying 50 times, you could clearly know that he's referencing to, like he's talking about 50 Cent. You know what I mean? Like, he's been like, Dame, you're not slick, Dame. And Dame be acting like he rapping when he be doing these interviews. Like, Dame probably be doing scripts in his house. He probably be like, I bet. Nah, I'll give it to Dame, bro. He hustling, bro. And Dame, we know you hustling because according to Chino, you told him that you hustling. You out here hustling. You getting your money with these interviews, bro. Acting like you ain't getting your little bag from this. Stop playing, Dame Dash. Stop playing. I know you be watching my videos too, Dame. It's all good, though. It's all love, gang. It's all love, OG. We all getting it.
Publicly going to show who's more creative and who's going to have a more wealthy life. Because sitting in a room is not wealthy to me. Not helping anybody is not healthy. Smelling Larry, nasty ass breath. Sin goes, you don't want to be in a room because he know Larry's not healthy. Allegedly.
Larry's, if you guys don't know, Larry is Cameron's co-host.
And all y'all do is gossip now. But I'm out actually, I don't do podcasts for a living. I do them when I feel like it. It's not my business model. So, my Paid in Full, first season, OG Stories on BET. And don't think it's going to stop. I'm out here right now with Billy from Indy. I'm doing their Paid in Full. I'm out here right now with Dennis from Detroit that makes movies. And we got Ben and Chuck and they're Paid in Full. We got Sin's Paid in Full. We got Nicky Licky's Paid in Full. Everything is someone's version of what taught them to survive and what they learned to get where they had to go. That's what Paid in Full is. I don't have to buy the rights for that. I'm not going to have somebody Johnny me, tell me what to do, fire me, because 50 got fired from that show, allegedly. And then he teases his actors when he gets fired and he can't do.
See, I told you he was talking about 50. He was hinting it right there.
Taught them to survive. It's Paid in Full. Everything is someone's version of what taught them to survive and what they learned to get where they had to go. That's what Paid in Full is. I don't have to buy the rights for that. I'm not going to have somebody Johnny me, tell me what to do, fire me, because 50 got fired from that show, allegedly. And then he teases his actors when he gets fired and he can't do shit with the show, allegedly. So I want to see it. I think everybody's broke. I came back to the city, no disrespect.
I like this one, Dave Dash. Since everybody thinks you're broke, you're from now gonna think everyone else is also broke. I like it. Yo, Dave Dash, you're a genius. You're a genius.
But I didn't know was that broke. See, I'm a certain kind of broke. But the broke other people, that broke, I'm not that broke.
Nah.
I'm not that kind of broke. No motion. Like if you're going to live day to day and you living in the projects and you are working for the devil, you're in hell. That's it. It's funny, there was an executive that because they have no choice but to do what they're told, I'm not going to say their name or what company, but they got highly offended because I was like, she was making excuses for the overall bigger corporation. I'm like, I'm not mad at you. I feel sorry for you. Because even though you're a righteous woman, you're working for the devil and you're still going to end up in hell. That shit triggered her so bad. It hurt her so bad. But it's the truth. Just because you are a good person, that means you're conscious. If you're taking money from the devil for survival, then you're helping him build hell. You don't think there's any karmic recourse for that? You don't think you're going to hell if you take the devil's dollar? Look at all of these old ass niggas that have to go back to pitching nickels. Back to niggas is wearing wigs right now, allegedly. Like, that's what it looks like. So anyway, there's a lot going on. There's a lot for me to organize, a lot of things happening. the real estate is taking up a lot. But we're doing so many things, I couldn't tell you everything at one time. So at this point, I'll just answer your questions. Because I did talk a lot, if you're even still there, because I haven't said anything in a while.
What's up, this Cam?
This is the one that he seems to be going off on.
What up, Dame? How you doing, man? Welcome back to Cam Capone News.
Yeah, I kind of want to say welcome back to, you know, an environment that's mine, pause, because...
yeah, man, it looks nice.
Yeah, what I did was, again, I've been telling people, but I don't think they're going to understand, that I pivoted more toward the real estate and more or less looking at the entertainment as a tenant. And, you know, we first started in Florida at the bowling alley, and then we ended up in Chicago in a hotel. So we
Stop
had
playing
Chicago,
with Dame.
300 room hotel.
Supposedly he's making these CEO country clubs all over the place. I don't know. I haven't seen. He has an Instagram. I don't see no motion. I don't see anybody at the CEO country club. But he's always like he says like that. This is like his lake here. You know what I mean? Like he's always taking pictures. You know, I'm not calling Dame a liar, but I don't know. Dame be doing like more flexing than what we actually be seeing. Like we be hearing that don't get me wrong, he be doing his thing, right? But he be saying that he be doing way too much, and there's not that much really going on. You know, Dame probably just be driving around his SUV making content all day. Cause like how you got so much, you're talking about how is Cameron gonna have time to be able to produce Paid in Full, but how do you have time to do all this and you're making content? Dame Dash is making content all day. Dame Dash is a full-blown content creator, but he wants to, in his content creation, he wants to portray that he's a boss, that he's doing all these. He wants to paint a narrative like has all these amazing popping business, right? Look at Dame Dash's Instagram. Look, all day, I'm telling you, Dame Dash is making content.
Very slowly are driving around. I'm showing my OG the spot. I think
he's cooling. He's cooling.
But this is for everyone that we love, that we care about.
You know what I'm saying? Got them big Hove out there enjoying life like Big Dame. I only seen Hove one time on that jet ski. He looked like he was mad serious. Like he didn't look like he was like smiling or nothing like that. It was like he was out there because somebody told him he had to go out there. Yo, Dame is hilarious, bro. But all right, Mr. Dame Dash, you got it, gang. You got it.